The solution, if you're watching this video, is to use user agent switcher and tell your web browser, preferably Firefox, I'm not being joking about that, I think it's a better idea, using Firefox and using user agent switcher and tell your web browser to lie and say that it's on a Linux machine and you're running the latest version of Firefox. The reason for this is virtually everybody in academia either runs a Linux machine or has to contend with them. And almost everybody who knows anything about what they're doing while running a Linux machine, which the majority of them have to or they wouldn't be able to get the damn thing to work at all because it's such a pain in the ass dealing with Linux sometimes, will lock it down. Websites that say your web browser is out of date are lying. My web browser didn't change. I just told it to lie to the website about my security level, right? No, I just told it to say I'm using a newer version of the browser and it's all good. How do you test the security of your web browser? Is the website you go to able to put up a message saying your browser's out of date? That doesn't mean your browser's out of date. That means the website is insecure. Science Direct is a website that is pissy about this. Let me explain. A website should be agnostic. Yes, I'm invoking net neutrality. It means that no matter what browser you're using or operating system, the website has no wiggle room to tell you need to upgrade to Internet Explorer 5. Remember that? Some of you are old enough. Pepperidge Farm remembers. That bullshit got old day one. Oh, well, we want you to upgrade to the browser. And then what we found out is we're not upgrading. Microsoft Corporation paid them to exclude people. This resulted in a monopoly situation and a case against them that should have destroyed Microsoft. But Microsoft Corporation, some are more equal than others, is worth billions of dollars, and they just refused to do what they were told by an entire government, an entire country. The U.S. government wasn't able to tell a very large corporation no. Which is the reason we have antitrust laws and a lack of monopolies, at least we're supposed to. Fast forward to the present year, welcome to fascism, you're soaking in it. This is what happened to every other country that had just enough of the population vote in a fascist dictator. Yes, I'm going to say that in probably every video. All doubt was removed. I'm tired of sugarcoating it. We're not sugarcoating it anymore. We're going to put glass and salt on it, and I'm going to give you a truth enema. Are we good now? Okay, now let's get back to the web browser. Oh yeah, fuck those people. If you have a web browser and you're being told it's outdated or any other argument other than here's the website here because I'm a website server and I should shut up and know my place. If it does anything other than that, get something that will lie to the website and tell it, no, I'm running a newer browser. If it lets everything work and not a goddamn thing goes wrong, that means that it really isn't about security. Now, on some websites, it'll say, your browser doesn't have these security features. Okay, what are they? If it doesn't tell you the specific thing that you're missing, some do, it doesn't exist. It's trying to see if you have these features installed, but it's not really important because it's not telling you explicitly where the problem is. This is like someone saying, you're wrong about that. Tesla cars are the best. Well, why are you saying I'm wrong about it? I didn't bring up Tesla. I don't care you did. That's a person who's bullshitting. We have no real good word for it. Acting like a sociopath works, in my opinion, but what is that? It's a person who's refusing to explain why they say they know something or why they know you're wrong. Unless evidence and proof are provided, it's an empty statement, and it will get repeated by a certain personality type. Yes, I'm a little off on that today. I have another video I uploaded, why you shouldn't hire sociopaths, but all I had to do was throw Trump's name in there. The discussion on the internet is usually, he's unbelievably, astonishingly stupid. Nobody even tries to ask you who it is anymore, except now it might be Elon versus Trump. I would say arguably it's getting confusing lately. I'm not sure RFK is the one with the worms in the head. And on that note, Science Direct. Why are you being snobs? Why are you being elitists? The web pages that you're putting this notice on have no difference in the page content. I checked. They're archives. We archived your shit. There's no difference in the page content from 4 years ago when you weren't bitching. That means there isn't any technical reason for that. Well, it lacks security. No, I haven't logged in. There's no password. I'm not accepting cookie. Oh, you're not able to show me that advertisement. That's the reason you want the newer browser, because it's harder for us to lock down newer browsers. Okay, so I lie to your website and everything runs smoothly. Which means it was never true. ScienceDirect.com needs to have somebody, if you're watching, you can do this, submit a case study of websites that lie about the security requirements, and it should be titled, Why Science Direct Really Doesn't Have Your Security in Mind, and It Doesn't Need a Newer Browser. The reason for that is I can go to command line and run Lynx, a DOS browser, which doesn't even identify itself, and have it suck down the entire page. Or I could just disable JavaScript and disable redirect capability for the browser. Some browsers you can still do that on. Firefox is the only one I know of currently, but there you go. Oh, and derivatives of Firefox. Yeah, basically if you have Firefox, you can tell websites to go fuck themselves. And you know what they do? They become contortionists and do what you tell them. They bend over backwards. I'm not going to do the rock. I can't do that. I can't. Maybe I'll just do blue steel. So anyway, that's not blue steel. Please don't post that as a meme. That's bad. What did I do? I'm not going to edit that. Anyway, the point is, lie to the internet and stop being on it. When your opponent, which in this case is the entire internet, is not playing fair, stop following the fucking rules and just hack. This is unfortunately the way it is now. And yes, let's find the time and date stamp when I fucking came unglued this time. Yeah. It's March. What's with March? Every year in March, some shit hits the fan. Have you ever noticed that? That's like the 2:30 a.m. meme. Why am I waking up at 2:30 a.m. every night? What's wrong with me? There's a meme about people waking up at certain times during the night, and they assume it's some sort of conspiracy. No, that's when the night shift turns machines on after cleaning them in your area. Yeah, anyway, if you're not aware of it, by the way, that's a Science Direct article I was trying to read about why that phenomena. It's not 2:30 a.m., but it's some other time during the night where everybody suddenly wakes up. It's because all night shifts, somehow or other, in a lot of cities, a lot of states, a lot of countries even, pick a certain time at night when they turn off the equipment and clean it for the night shift. And then they turn it on. And suddenly it goes from dead quiet to ultra low frequency rumbling like this that wakes you up bolt upright in your bed. That just means you can hear infrasound. Yeah, there's an explanation. And the YouTuber's like, wow, this is a mystery. I don't know the answer. People keep throwing the article at him. I don't know the answer. It's a mystery. Please subscribe and give me money on Patreon. I fucking hate these shitbags. But yeah, that's a legitimate thing. What was I talking about? Yeah, anyway, today, March 1st, crazy as a March hare, WebTech lost his shit and decided, I'm not going to sugarcoat it anymore. I'm going to be making a video, yes, this is for American citizens, on the subject of your rights, which are an addendum that we had added on because it's an amendment, to make, keep, and bear weapons. If you say it that way, then you stop thinking of that particular type or variety of weapon. And I'm going to have a set of videos, which I will not be able to put on this channel. I'll have to edit the shit out of them to put them onto YouTube, that discuss the particulars of making very particular hypothetical Rust models for projectile launchers at a water pipe, a 50 cal, and a 73 caliber, otherwise known as 12 gauge. And, God help me, the 22 caliber is too hard to do. I'll just cut the shit here. So you're going to end up making 30 cal, 50 cal, and 73 caliber, and that's it. They're the easiest ones and the least problematic, and they're all going to be dependent on learning pipe diameters, link below in the description, the inside diameter, the real one, the fact that that's not really standardized, so you're going to have to shop around to find perfect fits, which you may not. Learning about drill bit size, 13/16, and you're going to have to learn, if you want to learn this, because it may be critically important in the next few months. No, I'm not kidding about that. To learn the PSI ratings and doubling up those pipes, and which ones chamber within each other. And or how to, skip all that if you don't have to do it and just get used, because used is broken in and more reliable in most cases. Or maybe I won't cover it at all, and this is just smoke up your ass. Don't know. It's 3 p.m. on a Saturday, and I've only had 2 coffees. I think I'll get a third. But yeah, that's the video for today. Previous one was about not tolerating antisocial people at work and just cleaning. Let's clean house. Let's do the purge. Let's get it over with. We need to. Just don't let them have power, and keep on keeping on until they either adapt to society, not putting up with this bullshit, or they don't adapt and they go completely berserk and we have to deal with them for that. I'd rather deal with them overtly becoming a real threat to the public instead of hiding that they're a threat to the public. I'm sorry, it's gone to that point. Push them until they either knock it off permanently or go over the edge and we take care of them that way. I'm guessing that that's what we have to do as a society now, because they have infiltrated our government now and every other government on the planet. Oh, and if you're in a foreign country, I'm in the United States, and I currently can get away with criticizing Putin until Donald Trump outlaws it. And yes, Trump has actually talked about that. You're not allowed to contradict Donald Trump now. And he's included Putin in his discussions. No, you're not allowed to contradict anybody I ally with. He didn't say the government, he said him. And then he said he never said it, of course. If you're in a country that's currently dealing with invasion, you're going to have to just look up the subject of total warfare. It's a video game. Totally not the link below in the description. That's an archive that's made today that leads to a Wikipedia article on it. I'm just ranting a little too much today. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that went on that are not red flags, but blaring hurricane and tornado sirens that people are somehow ignoring because they're rooting for the tornado and hurricane. And if you're a webmaster, I am being very honest with you. People all over the world are on edge. Turn off the nag that you use in your website for anything. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't care how much money you think you're making or your boss says so. Turn it off. Make it to where it just goes away. People are already canceling using Facebook and Twitter and anger about all the things that are going on in our society. We're getting fed up with the internet itself. This video is really about the internet, but it's mostly a symptom of what we've turned into as a species. And we're really, really on the edge now. We've been on the edge for decades, but now it's really coming to a head. And we're going to have to pull out of this dive by grabbing the stick, all of us, and pulling back hard and not caring about breaking it. The time for being careful is gone. There's no time for caution. We don't have it anymore. So I'm going to post this on the other channel because I don't want 2 depressing videos on one channel. But anyway, again, lie to the internet because it's lying to you anyway. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that.